Welcome back to our new stream. We are still hunting for the turtles. We will do the daily quest, maybe some tournaments or events. As you can see, I have already logged in once today, so I can't. So my Michelin slow hunt didn't come up. I hope you all will enjoy the stream by pressing like, subscribe, comment, share, and all that. I hope you also that you can see the Doom Tower has to reset it. So we're also going to go through the Doom Tower. I'm going to see if the combo with Donnie and Mikey it's a good combo with the rest of the team to do more than just ball. But let's enjoy and let's get started. Okay, I thought I have been in, but 50 points for getting to log in. We have a primal shard, double chance for epic and legendaries. I wish there also was Warful Mythicals. But no, it's only for epics and legendaries. The Fire Night is done. I don't remember if we got the points, the pizza points. Yeah, we did get the pizza points. We got 60 diamonds and a bronze chest. We have a spider tournament going on right now for 40 more points. As you remember that I said I will only go for the 3-star soul for Donnie, because I don't need the 5-star soul, because I don't need the accuracy and crit rate. And if, let's take the free packs, but if we're going to try to get Leo and Raph also Leonardo and Raphael, that may be available as a guaranteed champion quest. I need the shards and all that I can get before. It's rumored that it will be in October, sometimes, but I'm not 100% sure. As you can see, we also won the clan versus clan. Let's see what we get in the bronze pack. Just on crit rate amulets. We got a ring, 2 rings from an orc ring from we got a blood shield ring for doors. As you can see, attack 25%, 5% defense, 6% HP, And the special effect for the blood shield ring is giving wearer shield worth 5 damage dealt after attacking. Also we have a reaction ring from the orcs. Defense 25, HP 4%, attack 6%. Special effect, 25% chance to critical hit into normal when attacked before first turn. So that was the rings we got from CVC. Daily login mode, we got an epic skill tome. Leader reward. Sorry, leaderboard. Then we got this, and we also got a new avatar. It's Mikey. Oop, I don't know, I still want Kale. Huh? In the market, we got 2, 3 mythical shards. Buy from that. And the daily quest: defeat 25 champion in classic arena, use a demon lord key, upgrade champion level in the spirit pit 2 times, and claim all playtime rewards. We have a summon rush going on right now. We don't have the charge to get any of these points. We only have mythic shards, so we also have a gear enchantment going on too. Let's take the 5 minutes reward. Check in with the clan. Soul Merchant, Casper Perfect, any souls I got, or any heroes I got. Only War Maiden, but I don't have the gems to do it. Let's claim the clan boss rewards. A 4-star rare crew set and a 4-star epic immortal set. We also got a new Chimera run. As you can see, the Doom Tower has respawned, reset. So now the final boss is the Frost Spider. We have 4 levels to get our last unlockable in the Cursed City. As you can see, I don't have any special shards, only the mystery shards. But we have a progressive going on. The best heroes about the legendary heroes, all big content creators say you should go for is Feral. Attack one. He has attack one enemy, has an 80% chance placing a 30% decreased speed debuff for 2 turns. If the target is a boss, you ignore 20% of the target's resistance. He got border growth. Attack all enemies have 75 chance placing a 50% decreased accuracy debuff and a block buff debuff for 2 turns. If the target is a boss, you ignore 20% of the target's resistance. And Aurora Cloak plays 50% increased resistance buff on all allies for 3 turns. Also plays a perfect veil buff on all allies except this champion for 2 turns. And Spirit of the North, if an ally under 2 or more buffs increases their if an ally is under 2 or more buff, increases their resistance by 50%. If an ally is under 3 or more buff, also increase this accuracy by 50. And if an ally under 4 and more buff, also increases the damage dealt by 20%. If there are multiple champion tables, can only be acted once. And he got increase ally resist to all battles with 60. And here it's only Rector Draft. She got Scepter of Authority. Attack one enemy has 35% chance placing a 50% decreased attack debuff for 2 turns. Necro Mutation heals all allies by 20% of this champion's max HP. After healing, placing a perfect veil buff for 2 turns on all allies with full HP. Place a 50% continuous heal buff for 1 turn instead on all allies if it had less than 100% HP. And that's revive a single ally with 60% HP and fill their turn meter by 60%, placing a perfect veil buff on them for 3 turns. Master of Ghost. Whenever an ally under a veil or perfect veil buff gets turn, heals them by 10% of their max HP. Also increase the resistance of allies under veil or perfect veil buff by 50. Will also increase resistance once per ally if there are multiple rectors on the team. And she also had increased ally resistance. Oh, she had ally resistance in Doom Tower by 55 points. That's number 1. So then we got the Void, where we got Shredder. And Shredder has Rage of Sakai, attacks one enemy 3 times. The second or third hits of this skill will ignore 5% and 10% of the target's defense repetitively. The second and third hit of this skill will deal 10% and 20% more crit damage respectively. It's based on the attack is based on Shredder's HP. Shadow Shinobi, attack all enemy 2 times. Each critical hit destroys the enemy defense by 5%, stacks up to 30. Each critical hit also increases this champion's max HP by 5%, stack up to 30. Each hit has a 75 chance placing a leech debuff for 2 turns. This buff cannot be resisted if this champion is under a veil or a perfect veil buff. And this third, this is True Nujitsu. Attack all enemy before attacking. Steal all buff from a single target enemy. This effect cannot be resisted if this champion is under a veil or perfect veil buff. Fills this champion's turn meter by 15% for each buff stolen. Will ignore 50% of each enemy defense as well as shield and block damage buff. If this champion is under veil or perfect veil debuff, we will ignore 30% of each enemy defense instead. And his passive, Dimensional Tyrant, Passive effect: decrease all income damage by 30%. This damage splits equally among all allies except this champion. Increases this champion's damage dealt by 50% for each dead ally. His active skill is whenever this champion lost 20% of their max HP in one attack, has 100% chance to evade the next attack. When this guaranteed evade effect activates, places a perfect veil buff on this champion for 2 turns and has a 50% chance of placing True Fear debuff on all enemies for 1 turn. The True Fear debuff cannot be resisted. And Shredder has an aura, increase ally HP in any battles by 33%. And the epic I want is Ouroboros, eller Ouroboros. Spreading Chaos. Attack one enemy has 40% chance of placing a 60% decreased defense debuff for 2 turns. Will attack all enemies instead if the target is under 4 or more debuff. A2, Mystic Smoke. Attack one enemy 2 times. The second hit has a 75% chance of transferring all debuffs from this champion to the target. The first hit has a 75% chance of stealing all buff from the target when attacking under Veil or Perfect Veil. Ninja Arch places the 30% increased crit rate buff and a 30% increased crit damage buff on this champion for 2 turns. Then attack one enemy, places a Perfect Veil buff on this champion for 2 turns if this attack is critical. And her passive is place a Revive on Death buff on this champion for 3 turns whenever they receive the Veil or Perfect Veil buff. And his aura is increases ally attack in dungeons by 33%. But I'm also going as the Feral is the number 1. The number 1 champion I'm gonna get. But we have 4 more of our champions I want. Let's take Duchess. Absol Invocation. Attack one enemy 2 times, then place a shield buff equal to 10% of this champion's max HP for 2 turns on this champion and the ally with lowest HP. Shroud of Souls. If she's not ascended, place a block debuff and a 50% increased attack buff on all allies for 2 turns. Place a Veil buff on all allies except this champion for 1 turn. When she is ascended to 3-star, place a block debuff and a 50% increased attack buff on all allies for 2 turns. Place a Perfect Veil buff on all allies except this champion for 2 turns. Spectral Rebirth. Revive all dead allies with 70 HP. Place a Veil buff on all allies except this champion for 1 turn. Place a 15% continuous heal buff on all allies for 2 turns. And her passive decreases the damage taken by all allies from AoE attack by 25% and 50% from bosses. And she got the speed aura in battles that will increase with 19%. And then we got this champion, I don't remember her name, Kalian the Shride, Keelan the Shrike. Impale Impended. Attack one enemy has a 30% chance of placing a 25% weaken debuff for 2 turns. Huntsman Gambit, attack one enemy 2 times. The first hit has a 75 chance of decreasing the target's turn meter by 50%. The second hit has a 75 chance of placing a 30% decreased speed debuff on this turn for 2 turns. Also place a perfect wave buff on this champion for 2 turns. Cry of the Shrike, attack all enemy, damage increased by 5 for each debuff on the target. And Unforeseen will ignore shield buff when attacking under a perfect wave buff. And then we have the last one I want, and that's Loki. Loki the Deceiver. There we go. Flame of Mischief. Attack all enemies. Has a 30% chance of increasing the duration of all enemies' debuff by 1 turn. If the champion is under Whale or Perfect Whale buff, the chance increases by 50%. Second, select a target. If the target is the enemy, has a 75 chance placing a block active skill debuff and a block buff debuff for 2 turns. If the champion is using his skill under a Whale or Perfect Whale buff, also apply debuff spread effect, taking 2 random debuffs from the target and place them on all enemies. If the target is an ally or this champion, heals them by 50% of this champion's max AP and places a perfect whale buff on them for 2 turns. If this champion is under a whale or perfect whale buff, also apply a buff spread effect, taking a random buff from the target to placing it on all allies. Bandit Flash has a 75 chance of stealing all buff from a target enemy and 100% of their turn meter. This effect cannot be resisted if the champion is an under whale or perfect whale. If the target's turn meter was not stolen, fills the turn meter of all allies by 15% instead. Also place a 50% increase attack buff on all allies for 2 turns. And his passives. Passive, place a perfect whale buff on this champion for 2 turns at the start of each round. Also place a perfect whale buff on this champion for 1 turn whenever the HP drops below 50. Has a 15% chance to evade an enemy's skills and all of its accompanying effect. If this champion is under a whale or perfect whale buff, the chance to evade increases to 30%. His active effect is: if this champion HP is below 50 when targeted by an enemy's skills, has a 100% chance to evade that skill and all its accompanying effect is guaranteed evade. This guaranteed evade then goes on cooldown. And his aura is increased ally attack of all battle by 60%. By 60%, by 60. Then we have the last epic. Core on the ground. Nature cycle. Attack one enemy. That's all. But if you have ascended it to level 3, attacks one enemy, has a 30% chance of increasing the duration of random buff on a random ally by 1 turn. Overgrow level, heals all ally by 50% of their max HP, placing a shield buff on equal to 50% of their max HP on all allies for 2 turns. And Ointment, place a perfect whale buff and a 50% increased attack buff for 2 turns on an ally whose attack is higher than their defense. Places a block debuff for 1 turn and a 60% increased defense buff for 2 turns on all allies whose defense is higher than their attack. Not that we can take any of them because we don't have charge to do it, but that's the ones I want. I will just do some arena. That's one. That's two. That's three. That will be four. And this will be five. That was five. Let's summon 3 champions. Let's see if we get any good rares. I don't think so, but we start with the common, Necked, defense, base champion, spirit, affinity, and from the secret order. Number 2. We got an uncommon Brash Waver. She's a support champion, spirit, from the Silver Vultures. And the last one is an uncommon Administrator, HP based champion, forced, and from Night Reverend. Be right back. Now back. Open one shard. Next is increase the champion level by 3 times. Let's see. Let's continue with Delaware. There go 3 levels. The game has some bad connection at the moment, but so you excuse me if something take some time to do. Upgrade an artifact. And then we're going to do campaign battle 7 times. Yeah, I don't have the team to do that. Let's go to hard. Take this 7 times. That's 1. This will be 2. Looks like we can maybe switch out the Diabolises for the next battle. We got the new Diabolis. Oh, no, both Diabolis is level 30. Both are 4-star. Okay. Yeah, I know why. I'm gonna take those up to 40. Those are the 4 of the 5. I need to take up Tagore or Donny. I haven't decided yet who's my next 6-star is. Comment down below on this video who do you want me to 6-star next. I will give you the alternatives when I'm done with this. Now we are on the fourth match. I'm going to give you the choices of who do you want, who I'm thinking of taking to 6-star next. That was 4. This will be 5. This would be 6. This would be 7. That was 7 battles and 7 and 50 energy. Now I'm going to show you who I'm thinking of taking up to 6 stars. You will have choose between Tagore, Donnie, Lebanese, Tolin, and Elnari. So that's the choices. Lebanese, Tagore, Donnie, Elnari, and Tolin. So comment down below who you want me to, who you want me to take 6 star next. But my priority is Donnie or Tagore if the community don't mean something different, as Lebanese, Tolin and Elnari. Now let's do the advanced quest. Grab 1 perception. Nope. I don't want it. We got the 40-minute reward. The next is ascend a piece of gear. Let's see. Let's do this, I think. I hope I can get defense here. That will be awesome. We get attack. Not what I was after, but it's something. Fight in a classic area of a team from a single faction. Let's see. We can refresh it. I hope for something easy like her. How many orcs do we got? We got shaman. Old hermit. We get a fourth orc. Do Ogrin. Yeah, do Ogrin. We also Ogrin. Yeah. Do we get one last orc? She's a monk. Let's see if they can beat Athel level 60. Tagors, you're up. You're the only one that can beat her. I don't think we can. We do too little damage on her. And also I think Lurgraina and he is, yeah. Yeah. We couldn't beat. Do we have any one of them? It's a better choice to do. We can do Dark Elves. Dark Elves. There, and where is Painkeeper? I know I got her. Painkeeper. There's Painkeeper. Let's see if this team can beat Athel. Yeah. That was the Dark Elves. We have three glyphs to use. We got one more on Elinari that we can use. Let's use 80 HP. Got one more Tagor we can use. Let's do speed. I want to. One more try. I want to. Please get to. Yeah, we got to. That was the glyphs. Next is use the silver case in the Doom Tower. But first we have to get through the Doom Tower to do it. Tagor, Kale, Mikey and Donny, and Levinisus. Let's see if we can get through 9 levels. We got Team Jotun here. One thing I like with this Doom Tower is that no one of the 9 first level who go get up that none of the 9 first levels have a Trunda team. Because I hate the Trunda teams. She got revive on death. Two of 9. Team Dracovic. That was Team Dracovic. Now we have Team Julia. I think her name is Julia. On 5, 6, 7 are as always a Trunda team, but this time we don't have any Trunda team. I don't know what his name is, but this is team him. I don't know who he is, or I don't know his name. That was Team 5. Team 6. I don't know his name either. I think he's the one that is in all of them. I don't know his name either. Next we have I don't remember any. Kalia, I think her name is. You could call it Team Elenaril, but Lenaris is only in the two last waves. She's not in the first wave, but Kalia is. I don't remember his name either, but he's in every of these waves, so this is his team. No, it's not in this team. I think he is in the second in the last wave too, so we can call it Team Skull Crusher. No, it's not him. He's here. So it's his team though, because he is in two of the waves. Now we have the last wave. And this is Team Cupidus. Let's see, I'm going to try to use a silver key here to try to take out the rears. I don't know if we can beat them, but I'm gonna try. I don't think we can beat it. Now we have no healer. We only got Kale. And Kale doing too little damage to all of those. So I can't do the rear. The only thing I don't have any provoke for this one, but for if he's under provoke, he's not doing as much as the damage that he can, but he does a hell of much damage when he's not under provoke. And now we have to do it 3 times because we can't do the rare room because I don't have the rares to do it. Not for the moment. I wish I had a rare healer. last one. Now we only need to use 5 keys. Don't need to use the cleanse before the before the battle have started, so that I have to do something with when I'm gonna do this later. That's 5 silver keys. 5 to 5 tag team arenas. Let's see. Only got an iron left. Actually didn't. That's 1. This will be 2. He killed Tagore in one attack. That was 2. Let's see. Any easy, maybe this one. I don't think those can beat Kalen and Loki, but as long as the other teams can beat the ones that are there. 175, 176, 144. No. Too high. My team is 169. We got this one and this one. It's going to be rough to beat Alice. And then, yeah, as I said, they will go first because of Son Wukong. But as long as we beat this team, the next teams, we are golden. Now we have the 120. Sorry, but I'm going to sacrifice my lowest team. As I said, as long as I can beat 2 of the 3 teams, I'm golden. We have now done 10 arena battles. Now we only need to use 28 energy to. Next one is use wintry artifacts. Let's reduce by 10. Don't want to take out Cold Heart because I need her. But I think if I need to take in Donnie, but I can't. So let's do it with this team. 3 times. don't got any man champions to do an AI, an AoE, attack all enemies. It's our longest match, but I get more points for level 10 than from some of the lower levels. But I'm going to do that offline, so it doesn't take much time. This is better to do. Battle goes much faster. Then we're done with all the points from my national changes. Now it's faction wars, I think. Yeah. And at the end, the Demon Lord, and then we're done. Faction wars, Ogrin, Knight Reverend, and Barbarians. Let's do this first and see what we can do with the others. have a man-eater too. Maybe we can do... a 3-star for this. One, let's do this one and also try to get 5 stars, 3 stars, not 5 stars. We didn't get a boat really early. Did it? You get 3 stars for both. Now Night Reverend. Don't have any good teams there either. So we will only do this one and do that one again. Now we're going to do the Demon Lord. No, but I can't do it. I don't have the teams to do it. We're gonna do this one first, and this one 2 times. Let's buy 1 more key and try. We're not going to get the reward. Yeah, still know that room is open. Yeah, I know that, but I can't do it. I can't take that. And that's all for today, folks. I hope you all enjoyed the videos. A little video. Also those who watch this now and those who are seeing it tomorrow or later. I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope we can push like, subscribe, comment, and comment on who do you think I'm gonna who do you think or who do you want me to do, who do you want to be my next 6-star champion? I can show you the alternatives one more time. Lebanese, Tagore, Donny, Edin Ariel, and Torlin. For any about that wonder, my next 5-star champion will be Cold Heart. But I need to get one more champion to 6-star first before I can do Edin Ariel. I say I hope you all enjoyed it, and I will see you tomorrow. And I also hope you all have a good weekend. Later, Raiders.